Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today it's finally time. I want to show you all the ship project I've been working on for quite a while now, and I teased it a bit in my last video. It has so far taken me over 40 hours to complete, including the building of the ship itself and the terraforming of the seafloor. It is probably a good idea to mention that this ship isn't really realistic. The proportions are not correct to real life ships, but I just went with what looked good in Minecraft, and I landed on this. I also want to say a massive thank you to SpunkDunk for helping me out with some armor stand work on this build. Just look at that steer wheel. But with that said, let's jump into the building process. The first thing I did was marking out the shape of the ship. This was basically a process of looking at pictures on the internet and trying to figure out a similar shape in Minecraft. It's actually a really hard process, but you can also go back and edit it later, which is very helpful. When I'm happy with my plan, I start building the framework of the ship. If you want to do this yourself, I would really recommend looking up some pictures of sliced ship walls on the internet, which really helped me through this process. Next up, I fill in the hull of the ship using spruce planks. For texturing, I used some barrels as well as strip spruce for a moss effect further down. The backside of the barrel just matches really well with the spruce, and I simply love the texture. Since the ship was very spruce heavy, I decided to add a line of dark oak going along the hull. To make this look even more detailed, I added some brown terracotta, as well as some signs and trapdoors of dark oak. deck, I used some jungle planks mixed in with some brown mushroom blocks. This combination works great, and I have been using it a lot for roofs lately. After figuring a bit around with the sails, we decided that the best thing would be to build them on a slight angle. Although harder to build, they do make the wind effect look a bit more realistic when you know the wind is blowing in the sails. When the majority of the sails were in, I started on the roping. If I were to do this again, I would probably do the sails before the ropes, because the sails actually blocked a lot of the ropes, which would have been easier to do first. But that's how it is. You live and you learn, and I will remember that the next time. also wanted to texture the sails pretty heavily, so to get the effect I wanted, I used some diorite, birch logs, and some mushroom blocks. I also could have used a new calcite block if I were in 117. For the lighter parts of the sails, that is often the top and the middle, I used some white concrete and white concrete powder, mixed in with again some mushroom stem because that block is very universal. I also used a slight bit of wool in there, which I think worked out okay. I felt like the back section of the ship just didn't really work, so I decided to change it completely. I started placing down some lapis blocks just to get an idea of the shape, and added also a balcony with a little small roof overhang on the right side. I will also mirror this over to the left side later. I also added a balcony at the back of the ship with a little stained glass window, which I will let you change out for purple. And with that, the ship is pretty much done. I will change out some details here and there, but overall, it's pretty close to finished. I was going to make a time lapse out of the sea building process, But I just ended up losing so much footage. I just forgot to record some, lost some in the rendering, and just all sad time. So I decided to not show it off and rather show it in the cinematic. So with that said, let's enjoy some juicy cinematics. I'm actually really proud of this one. I really hope you enjoyed that cinematic. It was so fun to put together, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out too. I really did go completely out of my comfort zone in this build. I just love doing that sometimes. I've never built a ship before in Minecraft, at least not finished one. And it's just so fun trying new things, and you learn so much from it too. So this has been an awesome project, and I simply love it. If you want to get your hands on this world, there is a link to my Patreon down in the description. If you support me on Patreon, that gives you some special perks in my Discord server, which will allow you to see some world downloads of my builds. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe and like the video if you liked it, and also follow me on all social medias, which links are down in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye!